Salutations! It's that time again. Time to look long and hard at the personality of a person who doesn't even exist through the harsh lenses of scrutiny and cold, hard facts. And that person is Pidge. Whoosh. It's on. She has quiet energy other than when she's excited about something or talking about something that she's interested in. When she's interested in something, that's when she is mostly excited and talkative and stuff. Yeah. She thinks before she acts, like in the episode The Hunted. Keith was all like, we have to go in without thinking at all.
That's true. And then also in the first season when she was going to leave the team, it was obviously not like a decision she made.
Not an impulse decision.
Yeah, it was just, she planned it out and then put her plan into action.
Yeah. She's comfortable being alone, and this is evidenced by, like, how many times we see her chilling in the hangar with her lion on, like, a computer or something. And then, working behind the scenes because, like, in the Voltron show, she didn't really want to be an actor or whatever. She was like, nah, I'd rather not. And Corinne was like, you have to! And she was like, okay, whatever. She has good powers of concentration, but she can become easily distracted. Like, she can get sidetracked from her main thought or whatever. So that one might be borderline. She can do multiple things at once. The state of her room shows that she likes having a lot of stuff going at once.
Also, the state of her room shows that she probably spends a lot of time there, alone, I'm guessing. So, you know, she values that private space. It makes her appear more introverted.
And with the last point, outgoing and enthusiastic versus self-contained and reserved, I feel like is pretty borderline too. She is pretty outgoing and enthusiastic, but she also can be self-contained and reserved, so I'm gonna say she's...
Yeah, it seems like she's more enthusiastic in situations where it's something that personally interests her. Like, she wasn't enthusiastic about meeting Rolo and Naima, but she was enthusiastic about Beezer.
Intuition. She's definitely an intuitive because she focuses on the big picture and possibilities and being creative. That's, like, literally her thing. Like, it's being creative. She notices new and different things as opposed to noticing small things, like little details. Inventive. This is, like, literally...
Yeah, that's, like...
what she does. Like, her and Hunk, they're the inventive ones or whatever. She sees what could be. Across the universe, when she was in the Trash Nebula, she was able to find a bunch of... Trash. Well, there was, like, an old broken-down satellite thing, and she was able to, you know...
She saw the possibilities.
Yeah, she didn't see it as a broken-down thing. She saw it as a way to contact Laura. And she's more focused on future implications. What happens in the future if we do this now? Trusting her gut instinct or actual...
Her instinct? I trust my instinct.
Trusting actual experience or trusting her gut instinct, I think, could be a toss-up, because it seems like a lot of times being a thinking and then acting kind of person, she'll kind of think about what happened in the past sometimes, and then she'll be like, maybe we shouldn't go through this because last time this happened, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that could be, you know, that's still up in the air, I think. Learning new skills. Wow. Wow, yeah, she wanted to learn Altean. She learned how to hack Galra technology.
Well, I mean, she's also, like, one of the ones, I think we mentioned some other video, it might have been the Hunk MBTI video, where it was like, Hunk is the one that's least enamored with space, I guess you could say, and she's one of the ones that's most enamored with space. She loves the possibility, she loves everything there is to know about space, basically. So I would say that she's definitely the most enthused about learning new things.
Yeah, and figuring stuff out for herself and working in bursts of energy. Figuring stuff out for herself, like, she's just,
Yeah, that's episode 1, when she was like, oh, I'm gonna reprogram this little floaty droid thing and name it Rover, you know.
It's just kind of like, wow, okay.
You go, girl. Do your thing.
And working in bursts of energy. She'll have an idea, and then she'll be like, I gotta go do it! And then she goes, pew! And she goes and does it. And then thinker. Thinking makes decisions objectively rather than, like, based on her feelings. But she did make a decision based on her feelings when she was so, like, I have to find my family.
Yeah.
That was one thing. But I think, you know.
Yeah, that's a special circumstance, I would think, and not really...
cool and reserved versus warm and friendly. I mean, technically she probably is more cool and reserved versus warm and friendly, but she can be pretty warm and friendly.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, like, this is a cartoon. I don't know that the creators of the show were like, oh yes, let's base all of the characters in this off of archetypes. They're probably like, we need to have like a baseline amount of friendliness that just all of the characters intrinsically possess.
Yeah. Convinced by rational arguments, this is a lot like making decisions objectively. She thought through her decision to leave Team Voltron in Fall of the Castle of the Lions very thoroughly.
Even if she's doing something more emotional, a lot of times she has rational reasons for doing it, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Honest and direct. She's not one to dance around the mulberry bush.
Yeah, no prevaricating about the bush with her.
Exactly. Honesty and fairness versus harmony and compassion. This one, I kind of feel like she's more about harmony and compassion because in the last episode of season 1, Karen was all like, Shiro lost Allura, and then Pidge was like, no, we all lost Allura, okay? And I kind of thought that was like, oh yeah, harmony and compassion right there.
You go.
She takes very few things personally.
Well, I mean, except for in the flashbacks, in the episode where she found Matt in 4th season.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, once again, that's
she might be
a very special circumstance. She was being bullied, essentially, and
yeah, and that was in the past compared to now, because since that happened, she tries not to. She's more comfortable. Personally.
She's more comfortable in who she is now.
Yeah,
because she also has people that accept her,
and they don't make fun of her because she's smart, because that's dumb. Good at seeing flaws, and I don't see this as being like, oh, flaws in this person. Flaws in technology.
Flaws in a system.
Flaws in a system. She's able to find ways to get in. She uses the advantage of Keith and Shiro being able to get into Galra doors and stuff. She uses that to her advantage or whatever. She's always able to find flaws in the system. Motivated by achievement rather than appreciation. And I rephrase this. Is it the fact that you did the thing that you're happy about, or is it the appreciation that you get from doing the thing that you like?
Recognition.
Yeah. And
positive
I think
recognition.
Yeah, not negative, because who would like negative recognition for doing something? And I think this is evident in whenever she did contact Allura with that space junk satellite thing. Karen was like, "You're a genius," and she was just kind of like, "Yeah, I know."
Thanks.
She knows that she was able to do it. She doesn't need appreciation. She knows she's good at stuff. And she argues and debates issues for fun. Hashtag brainstorming. Her and Hunk will bounce ideas off of each other. Not necessarily arguing. Hunk will have an idea, then she'll have an idea, then he'll have an idea. And then they'll come up to one good idea together, and I feel like that's a thinker thing. In the oddly developed types, the INTP is called the Architect. And in the book I got, Please Understand Me, it is also called the Architect.
Alright, now we're looking at the functions for the INTP to see if they line up.
The main function for INTP is introverted thinking. People who lead with introverted thinking are logical, systematic, and objective to a fault. So, Maria is the resident INTP. Do you seem convinced of my assessment of Pidge?
Yes, I do. Because also one thing to understand about the types is that they are archetypes. They're broad. There can be a lot of variations in a type, I guess. Even if Pidge and I are both INTPs, there's still room for there to be big differences.
Yeah.
And the thing about introverted thinking also is that it's an introverted function, so you don't see it as much as you see her extroverted intuition, which is
exactly
the next one in the function stack, her secondary function. So we see like her intuitive leaps and the way she comes to conclusions, but a lot of times
it's the introverted thinking part that we don't see as much because she is so introverted.
Yeah, although we do see like her kind of all the rapid mumbling that she does out loud is meant to show kind of her thought process. And one of the reasons why she verbalizes that is because once again it's a show. She's a character in the show, so if she's literally just sitting there silently thinking,
then we just kind of see her as this distant like character that never says anything. Kind of like Ferb, but like a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit different.
I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and be sure and check out our Facebook now that we actually have one. So yeah, like, subscribe, share.
Do your thing.
And we will see you next time.